Now, before y'all say, "Oh my God, it's a not Korzero face reveal," no, it's not a face reveal. My face is already on YouTube. All my channels and the 011 channel already has my face on it. I'm looking at my OBS. I gotta stop doing that every time I record a video like this. Anyways, it's not a revolutionary thing like, oh, he did a face reveal at 200 subs. No, his is already on YouTube. So yeah. Anyways, the real reason I'm making this video is it's not directed to anybody specifically, but if you if you do feel that the video is directed to you in some way, the only possible way this could be directed to you is if you're watching, or if you like the Guilty Gear content that I've posted, or just like Guilty Gear in general, or you're one of the few people that actually know that I'm doing a series on Guilty Gear, and I actually started it yesterday on stream as of the time recording this video. And I want to talk about that real quick because I did specify in the last Guilty Gear video I posted that I'm looking at my OBS, sorry. But I did specify the last Guilty Gear video that I posted that it's kind of hard for me to make Guilty Gear content because I'm not good at editing it specifically. I'm not good at making that good content, I literally do the most copy paste shit ever when it comes to me editing Guilty Gear. And from what I've seen, or for the most part, y'all don't really care. You like the Guilty Gear content. That's cool, I guess. And it's not like, at the end of the day, I don't feel like I'm an asshole. Like, even though I did just say it feels like I'm copying editing. At the end of the day, there's so many people on YouTube right now where it's just like, if you end up copying someone's editing, don't worry about it. Millions of other stuff done it too. So I'm not too worried about the copying thing. I'm just more worried about the fact that I know I've wanted to do Guilty Gear content. My only problem was it's not easy for me to do that. It's really tough for me to make the Guilty Gear content. I keep looking at my OBS trying to figure out if I'm looking at you or not. Anyways, it's just tough for me to actually make Guilty Gear content. And now that I've made the Guilty Gear content and stuff, I'm gonna move my headphones so I can actually see Discord because shit's going off right now. But not only is it tough for me to get Guilty Gear content out, but it's also just tough for me to consistently try to make Guilty Gear videos. When I make Guilty Gear videos, I don't really actively try. A lot of my videos that are outside of the Overwatch Mania series, I'm not trying to make the video, really. Most times I'm not. It's literally just I'm live streaming it and it happens. And it becomes a video. That's how I make my videos. The only time that a video will ever be it's pre-planned, it's trained, there's actually a plot to it that I've developed already, before we even began, is Overwatch Mania, and with what I'm trying to do right now, my Guilty Gear series, Guilty Gear Strive Fever. Weird name, but just bear with it, okay? Stick with it, please. But, it's tough to make Guilty Gear videos because, I'm an Overwatch player, so games like Overwatch, it's easy for me to make a video on, mainly just I know the game, and I like to see other people make edit it, and it's a game that I'm comfortable editing. Guilty Gear, I'm not too comfortable editing it. I'm fine editing a Guilty Gear video, though. It's just a lot of the Guilty Gear footage that you see, because it's my perspective of what's going on in that session, a lot of it doesn't end up getting used. And this is aside from OBS corrupting the videos for some reason. I figured out why OBS was corrupting my videos. I just had the settings wrong. I thought it was racist, but I had the settings wrong on OBS. Even though I searched up multiple videos, got them right, I figured out why there were like, these sudden like random corruptions or like choppy audio sequences. Figured it out. That's all fixed. I've only had one video corrupted ever since, but that was for good reason. It was just the way I recorded it and like the settings that were in the game and whatever. It was really tough to record it. So I was expecting that to corrupt, and that was the only video that actually did corrupt. Other than that, it hasn't corrupted since. So now the bigger reason why I don't do Guilty Gear content is because for me, I mean, I suck at games. I suck at playing games. That's an obvious. But fighting games especially, and I mean, especially if you're a casual player like me, who basically last year got into this game and don't play it a lot, then, it's a tough game. Especially Guilty Gear in specific. It is a tough game to play because everything is fast paced, and you gotta know what everything does, you gotta know all the mechanics, and you have to know what each character does specifically. And since it's an anime fighter, there's more of an influence, more incentive to like know every in and out compared to other fighting games, at least in my opinion, right? And my hair is bugging with me. Holy fuck. And sorry, my hair just messes with me a lot. And while yes, sorry, I have a VOD playing in the background. And because like I'm not good at fighting games, especially in Guilty Gear, that is very prominent. The way that I play the game and my friends play the game and stuff, a lot of the time I can't use the footage because there's nothing interesting happening. And sure, getting my ass kicked, I mean, there's going to be something funny that happens, but I'm only going to show footage that I find funny, right? If I find footage funny, and if it doesn't corrupt or something didn't go wrong with the footage, I'm going to show it. Because I think it's funny, I think it'd make for a great video. That's how I do every video. And not only that, but I have to like visibly, I have to be having fun for most of it. Guilty Gear, I'm only having fun for like maybe the first hour. Granted, that is or not the first hour. Like about the first 3 games I play, I'm having fun. If I actually have fun in the first game, right? Other than, like, after that, it's just, like, I'm either really bored or I just did not have a good day. And, I don't know how else to say it other than, like, that's kind of just the reason I play Overwatch. I tend to have more fun in Overwatch. And most of the time, if I lose in Overwatch, there's dumb shit that happens to cause me to lose, and it's funny, and I find it entertaining. So that's why I tend to make a lot more Overwatch videos, and also I've just always kind of wanted to be an Overwatch creator that does variety content, and Guilty Gear was supposed to be that variety content. And Guilty Gear has been in 4 of my videos, actually. The first video it was in my first clip dump. The first clip dump, there was only like 2 minutes of Guilty Gear footage altogether, and it was spread out. And that was me just kind of seeing, like, okay, let's see if I like the way the Guilty Gear clips turned out, right? And turns out, when I started making shorts from that video, those were the first 2... The Guilty Gear footage were the first 2 shorts I did. I'm like, cool. So the next footage, the next clip dump that I posted was mainly Guilty Gear. The first half was Guilty Gear, the other half was Fortnite, right? And we're just going to ignore the Fortnite portion because Fortnite's just existing. I play it sometimes. But the Guilty Gear, I was really proud of that way that I edited it, the footage. It was cool. Then, the 20 minutes of brain rot. That video gets posted, and it's all Guilty Gear. And it's just a Guilty Gear video. It came out of the blue, out of the random. It happened, and it was awesome. And, well, and this is kind of just the part where I get into the thing that kind of, something that dawned on me, or not dawned on me. I just kind of thought of this as I was asleep last night, and I woke up like, interesting, right? But that video goes off on my channel. And right now, I have a screensaver on my other monitor. Let me look at how many views that got me. That video currently, where is it? That video currently has 7,500. Out of nowhere, it popped off. I went from 40 subs all the way up to like, I think it was 150. Like 3 days after it was posted, that's when I just, all of a sudden, everyone came around. It was crazy, you know? And some, like, you know, I believe I was on call with Patrick when I was showing him all this stuff, and he's like, wow, we know what does really well on your channel. And, you know, I took it as like, you know, it was like a joke, right? Like, haha, that's true. That did very well on my channel. Then afterwards, I do Cassidy Mania. That gets posted. And I get like 500 views. And then the next Guilty Gear video, the other full Guilty Gear video, the Potemkin Faust Peak meta thing, that gets posted. Doesn't get as much views, not nearly as much, but 1.4K. That was still enough to make me think, something is weird. Or I'm finding like something weird. And I kind of had that thought sit in my head, because afterwards I posted the clip dump, and then Rhyme Mania comes out like 4 days. It came out 4 days ago from when I recorded this. And, you know, I mean, they're new videos, but they're in the 50s for views, right? And I've never been one to kind of like care about views. I don't really care about views or, you know, like the subs or whatever. Me, the whole point I did this channel was I'm just posting stuff because I want to. Like, I always wanted to do YouTube, but like becoming big on it, that was just kind of like, I mean, if it happens, it happens, you know? And I do like the fact, and I do appreciate every single one of you for coming around and, you know, dropping a sub, sticking around, and watching the videos. I do appreciate all of you. But, I did end up seeing on one of the comments, I believe it was the Cassidy video in specific, and it was someone, I don't remember, it was a video that I posted, but it was someone, was it a video? No, it wasn't a video, but someone like joined the server, and we had a conversation, and they were like, you could try doing a Guilty Gear series. That'd be cool. I mean, the Overwatch Mania series, you have that. Why not do one for Guilty Gear? I'm like, okay, I'll think about that. Then I make a community post, and I'm like, let me scroll down and see if I can find it. I did a lot of reposting of the poll. Let's see. I'm definitely nearing it. I can't find it, but I know I made a community post a bit, like about a month-ish ago, maybe. And I was just asking, hey, would you guys be cool if I made an Overwatch or a Guilty Gear series? Like some kind of Guilty Gear series that has kind of like a vibe to Overwatch Mania. And I mean, I got good responses and I was getting like really encouraged. I'm like, okay, yeah, I'll think about it. I gotta think about the way I gotta edit it. One big thing, I'm still struggling to figure out a way to edit the video. I don't know how I want to edit this video. And I'm already day 2 in. Well, I mean, I finished the day 2 stream. And right now the idea is I just play 100 games. I just gave my honest opinion and stuff. It's like, I kind of realize it now. That's kind of a boring idea, honestly. And I'm not happy with that idea. Because it's not, like... It's just... You have 100 games. And you have a result. Like, I'm basically out here doing 100 games, calculating my win-to-loss ratio, keeping track of a win streak, and then after, at the end of the video, I just like, okay, so here's the math, here's how much I won with this character, thank you for watching. Like, I don't find that entertaining. Because, I mean, unless you guys like math and want to see math videos, like, I don't want to post that because I don't think that's entertaining. So, what do I do in this situation, you know? Like, I don't really gotta, like, place for me to, I guess, make that content. I don't know. I can't think of a way to make a Guilty Gear series that's entertaining and, you know, all that stuff. I could do a montage, but I'll be honest, I hate Guilty Gear montages. I'm gonna be so real with you. I hate Guilty Gear montages. Not because, you know, like, they suck or anything. It's just they're boring. To me, a Guilty Gear montage is boring. And that's no offense to anyone, right? Like, if you send me a Guilty Gear montage, like, I mean, if it's boring, I can say I like it, even though it's boring. And I, like, mean it and stuff. Like, I've been sent some Guilty Gear montages. I mean, I like the montage. It's cool. Like, oh, you're popping off with that character. Cool. Like, send me any Faust montage. That shit is... Send me any, like, Faust montage or anything, or any Potemkin montage. That's sick. I like that stuff. It's still boring to me, but it's also still enjoyable to me, right? It's such a double-edged sword. But... I don't know. Like, I would have done a Guilty Gear montage for a series, but I don't think that would be cool. I don't like Guilty Gear montages, and besides, if you've seen my Overwatch Mania montages, if you haven't, I mean, you'll definitely see why I don't really want to do a Guilty Gear montage. My Overwatch Mania montages are, I mean, they could do improvement. They're pretty basic and bland. They could be better, but because it's Overwatch and the way I play the game and whatever, I guess Overwatch has more freedom. Why is my AC taking a piss? God fucking damn it. I overfilled it yet fucking again. This shit sucks. Motherfuckers got me clanking around my room just because there's water. Shit. So you're gonna have to hear this background noise as I finish the rest of this video. Because I overfilled my AC and it is pouring everywhere. And I have a bunch of ice on it. So, I mean... Fuck, and I'm messing up. Oh, my forehead. Gotta redo this shit again. I've got bad cases of bed hair. I got the most, like, bed hair ever. Bed hair? Bed hair. Bedman! fucking hair, bro. It's cool one day and it's shit the next. I got that shit on a Wednesday cut, bro. So fucking stupid. Anyways. But yeah, you're gonna have to hear my AAC for the rest of this video. Sorry. But my dumbass overfilled it and put a bunch of ice in it. It's an Arctic air. And it's hot in this room. And I am shirtless underneath this. And I like this. I like this jacket. I mean, this jacket is sick. So, whatever. Anyways, where was I? Oh, right. Yeah, I just can't with Guilty Gear videos. And I can't with a Guilty Gear montage. I just can't do a Guilty Gear montage because I'm not good at making montages. Like, what you see on Overwatch Mania is the best I can do for montages. I'm just not a montage guy. I've just been the funny moments guy, not the montage guy. Which is why I didn't want to do a montage for Guilty Gear as just, you know, that's my Guilty Gear series that I've been working on. I'm gonna have to put my hair like this. No, you just see, like, the very corner of my forehead. Fuck this hair, bro. Grow faster. How do I spin it around like that? Yeah, that works. But yeah, I can't quite do the Guilty Gear video. You can tell my hair is really bugging the fuck out of me. But yeah, I don't want to do just the Guilty Gear montage. But that's really the only direction I feel like I can go other than just being a guide. For fighting games in general, based on like the content that fighting games give you, the content that you're able to make with fighting games, it's very restrictive. And I don't like very restrictive, like, games or categories or whatever. I don't like those very restrictive things because I don't have much freedom of creativity. Which is why I, like, even though I was down for it beforehand to make a Guilty Gear series, like 2 weeks ago when I started planning on actually, you know, going through and making, you know, the first addition to the Guilty Gear series, I was like, I don't know if I can do that. I really don't know if I can do that. Because of the restrictions. And now that I'm making, like, I started the Guilty Gear series yesterday. I started recording for it. And originally, I was like, you know, I'm even more hesitant over something else. I don't know what it is. I quickly learned the other thing. I can't play fighting games for, like, a certain amount of time. Because I can't tolerate it enough. Every fighting game has at least one bullshit aspect about them. Guilty Gear has everything. And besides, usually with these videos, I would want it to be like, if I have to go against my friends or whatever, I'm not going to do that. If I have to go against, like, people in my server, I won't do that for a video that, you know, is specific to a series. And I also have to make, like, general rules to the series, so that way I at least have some competition to make that series. Like, you know, something that I have to do. Not competition, but challenge. Right, my bad. But with Guilty Gear, I can't really do that. I can't really do that with Guilty Gear, which is why Strive Fever as a series, I don't think I can do that. And originally I thought I could, but as I'm making it now, I don't think I can do that. I mean, especially today. Today was probably the worst day, like, I've ever had on any game. I kept getting every single bad matchup for my character. I mean, I'm gonna make this obvious because I did it with Lucio. I did my main first, my, like, 100%, my all round. This is who I am. I did Lucio for the first Overwatch Mania movie. For the first Overwatch Mania video. I'm doing Sin because I'm a Sin main, and that's my first Overwatch Mania video is gonna be on, or my first Strive Fever video is gonna be on Sin. I got pretty much every single matchup that Sin was meant to die in, I got that. And I got all the matchups. I got all the characters I just generally hate going against. Like, what are you supposed to do against a Ram? As Sin, what do you do that isn't getting your shit stomped by a woman? I don't. I had other insults in line. I blanked. But what do you do to not get curb stomped by Ram, other than get curb stomped by Ram? As Sin, you can't do shit. He has nothing to help himself in that situation, and I hate matchups like that. Sin tends to have a lot of those matchups where he just straight up can't do shit if the character he's going against also has a player that has a developed frontal lobe. It is physically impossible. Like, I got away with it once. I won one game against a Ram, and I went against Ram 4 times today. And I didn't even stand a chance. Because you can't do anything against Ram. As Sin, you can't. That's just not a matchup that you should even try. Other than that, I hate going against Bridget. She's one of the characters I hate to go against. Because she has insane range and has the ability to basically... She can effectively be a zoner. But she has very fast, like, hitboxes and shit. And I know someone's gonna say, well, Happy Chaos, there's basically zero frames of like delay or anything. You press heavy, he shoots his gun instantly. There's no delay to that at all. Like, unless you're in his stance, which I think there might be a tiny delay, but even then, there's not a delay to that. Everything that Happy Chaos can do when it comes to zoning, he has no delay to it whatsoever. He just literally clicks a button and it happens. And yeah, you got me there. But at least Happy Chaos, to make up for it, has such a huge skill ceiling and requires you to at least know what you're doing when you're shooting your bullets. Make every bullet of yours useful. And the bullets, the damage has been toned down, so he can't be stupidly oppressive. And you're mainly just using his zoning tools more as a combo extension when you're doing your rush down. With Bridget, there's not really she's not hard to learn. She has a little bit of skill that she requires, but once you reach that skill, she just wrecks lobbies. Her ability to zone you out is very stupid because she can do it so quickly. If you're gonna have a range tool, that range tool should be slow to make up for how much space you're covering. Bridget doesn't have any of that, so she can just get away with it freely. I kept getting Bridget's throughout today and yesterday, and I got Ramlethal all day today. And seriously, I am super close to rethinking doing this series. Like, I'm so close to just canceling the series, because I don't have the mentality for Guilty Gear nearly as much as everyone. Like, everyone else. Everyone has that mentality for Guilty Gear. I have by far the weakest mentality for it. And if I have another shitty day of Guilty Gear, I'm taking a massive break from it, and I'm just going to cancel the video. Because, like, as much as I do want to provide a second series, a Guilty Gear series and stuff, I don't think I can do that if I'm not having fun making the video. I haven't had fun making this video yet. Like, usually when I make videos like this, like whenever I make Overwatch Mania, I don't play a different game before or after I finish playing Overwatch. When I finish playing Overwatch, the stream ends, and then it goes on to the next one. Today, and I'm like doing the same with Guilty Gear. Today, I got so fed up that I went to Overwatch because I wanted to still stream, but I just couldn't play this game. I just could not play this game. I can't. And it's just, to me, just like, whatever, right? Like, I'm at the point now, tomorrow, I'm going to stream. If I end stream early, or if I just stop playing Guilty Gear, I'm deleting all the footage. Because I don't think I can make a video like that. Now, I'm just going to get to the more hard and direct shit. This is the part of the video that actually will come off insulting. I'm not specifically trying to insult people. I'm just being aware that, like, okay, this can be insulting to some people. So I'm just going to go ahead and say it. if you were only like subscribed to my channel and only with me just for the Guilty Gear videos, and just because I posted Guilty Gear and you want to see Guilty Gear videos and stuff, I mean, sorry, I guess. I don't know what I don't know what else I gotta tell you, but I'm posting what I want to post, and I want to post Overwatch because that's something I love to post. That's my favorite game. It will always be my favorite game, unless they bring back 6v6, but they're not because the developers made it adamant that they fucking hate 6v6. So 6v6ers, fuck you. Anyways, Guilty Gear, as much as I do love the game, I can't actively go out of my way to make a video on Guilty Gear unless it just randomly happens in a stream and I'm like, okay, this is random, I'm gonna make that a video. If you do want Guilty Gear content, the best I can give you is if I don't make a Guilty Gear video on this channel, go to my extras channel. I post all the VODs and then I post like, very lightly edited Guilty Gear content. That's the only time that you're gonna see me like consistently playing Guilty Gear. Other than that, I can't with Guilty Gear content. You're just gonna have to wait for me to like play Guilty Gear and be like, oh, this is funny, I can actually turn this into a video, I want to make this a video. Like, the only time you're gonna see Guilty Gear footage here is when I'm committed to turning that VOD into a video. And that's just the hard truth. If you don't like that, and that upsets you, and you feel like, okay, you don't want to stick around the channel anymore, honestly, I do not care. Because, like, I know Guilty Gear, both the Guilty Gear videos that were fully Guilty Gear and all that stuff, I know that did well for my channel. But, like, if I'm going to seriously commit to being a content creator, I'm going to go with what I love. I'm going to go with what makes me happy and what I enjoy posting. And especially at this current moment right now, it is not Guilty Gear. I do play Potemkin every now and then, but I hate going against him. He's one of the characters I absolutely just hate every sense of the doubt going against, and also you can't really do much against him as Sin. But especially with this balance patch that came out, Sin gets mega nerfed in my opinion. He gets a mega nerf. Potemkin is a final boss, and I fucking hate it. I hate the, like, as much as people are like, oh yeah, no, Bedman's playable now, Bedman's a character, you can finally play him and stuff, he's good, oh, all these characters, they got buffs and whatever, like, it feels so healthy. Other than the fact that I strongly disagree and still think Bedman was already a good character and a good character to play, people just weren't good at him. I genuinely do not care. I'm not salty because Sin got nerfed, and he got probably one of the hardest hitting nerfs ever. The DP nerf, it changed everyone, but especially Sin, because it really fucks up with his follow-ups, and now he can't Roman cancel after like follow-ups or anything if you accidentally Hawk Baker or whatever. That doesn't upset me. What I'm upset about is a lot of characters that are really strong and are still very powerful. I still think Soul is incredibly broken. I think Kai is still incredibly broken. Mei, I'm on the fence about now. Chaos, I'm still on the fence about. I mean, I never really thought he was broken at first, but now I'm thinking he could probably be a bit overtuned. But Ram is fucking busted out of her shit. Like, the main problem, and this is something that you can say, well, Overwatch does the same thing. And, I mean, yeah, Overwatch does the same thing, but at least they try to make changes to either tone that character down or bring everyone else up to speed with that character. Except with Sombra, but I'll get into that at a later time. In Guilty Gear, they don't address that. They don't address any of that, like, at all. They'll only address if, like, everyone is saying a character sucks. But if everyone's saying a character is really good, and, like, they need to be nerfed down, they don't do that. Leo is another example. Leo is busted as shit. What are you supposed to do against his cross-ups? Like, if you don't cancel his cross-up, like, when he's starting it, You can't do anything about it. Leo and Ram are like the biggest problems. Sol and Kai are like right below them. Chaos and May, they're kind of in the middle area, and then everyone else is with everyone else. Jacko, I think, sucks ass. I'm gonna be serious. Jacko, I think she kind of just sucks ass, but it's whatever. I mean, there's a lot of characters I could name that need major nerfs, and some that don't really need many buffs. But Arc System doesn't care about the characters that are problematic. They barely care about the characters that are unplayable. They'll give like a slight buff to those unplayable characters, but all those over 2'd characters, they just forget they exist. And that's the biggest thing about like this game as well. And also, I swear to you, sometimes when you use attacks in this game, it just doesn't properly register. I don't get it. Nothing is proper about it. To this day, I have refused to try and figure out what is wrong. But I mean, at this point, I guess it's whatever. I mean, I don't know really what else to say. So, I guess the last thing I'm just gonna have to leave you off with is, like, if tomorrow I just can't play the game and I can't enjoy it, I'm sorry. But it just happened. It's what it is. I'm not gonna edit this video and whatever. Just it's what it is, right? And I should have addressed this in the beginning, but I know, like, under this video in specific, I don't really want the jokes to be posted. I know, like, some of my friends are gonna see this and just be like, oh, nah, you're just suck at the game, right? But it's like a joke, right? And I know it's a joke, but just for this video in specific, can we just not do that? Because this is not because I'm bad at the game, it's just because the game is in a bad state right now. But anyways, that's enough ranting for me. I guess if you enjoyed the rant, then cool. If you're upset with kind of these decisions here, not my fault. I'm gonna be real with you, not my fault. I just can't with this game. I can't tolerate it the way others do. And I just want to go back to my little corner of Overwatch that made me, that's happy and stuff. The happy little corner of the shit Overwatch game. But yeah. So yeah, I can't really do Guilty Gear content that's already planned and stuff. Again, just tune into my stream tomorrow, and you'll know then and there. I will, like, deliberately tell you if I'm gonna continue the series or not. I will make it up to you guys, though, and what I'll do is, if I do end up canceling it tomorrow, which is honestly right now, I don't have any hope that it's gonna not be canceled, but if I do end up canceling it, I'll just make a separate playlist of, like, full-on Guilty Gear videos, a separate section, and then if you just want the Guilty Gear stuff, you can look at the Guilty Gear stuff. But just know I'm not going to post Guilty Gear consistently. And I'm not really a Guilty Gear gamer. It's just, especially right now, it is not looking good for me to play this game. So yeah, I hope you enjoy the rant. If you want to stop by stream tomorrow, go ahead. Other than that, yeah. I don't remember if I said I'm posting this to my main channel or my second channel. But I am just gonna post it. I'm posting it on the Extras channel.